Imagine being so wealthy that you've reached a level of financial vertigo where you actually believe a tax proposal is the same thing as a racial slur. Because that's exactly what Steve Roth, the CEO of Vornado Realty Trust, just suggested during an earnings call. Roth attacked New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani's call for a tax the rich policy, specifically a pied-à-terre tax. He called the phrase tax the rich, and I quote, just as hateful as some disgusting racial slurs. Let's break down why that's objectively unhinged. Racial slurs are tools of systemic oppression used to dehumanize people based on who they are. Tax the rich is a policy position about how much a person should contribute to the society that made their wealth possible. One is about hate, the other is about math. If you can't tell the difference, you aren't a victim, you're just out of touch. By framing it this way, Roth is attempting to hijack the narrative. He's using Orwellian doublespeak to transform one of the wealthiest men in the world into a victim. He actually suggested the rich should be praised and thanked. Praised for what, Steve? Every one of your luxury towers was built on the backs of thousands of workers, many of them underpaid or struggling to survive in the very city they're building. You didn't lay the bricks. You profited off the labor of people who can't even afford to live in the shadows of the buildings they created. This is the great man fallacy. No one makes $1 billion alone. You use the roads to move your workers, the police to protect your property, and the legal system to enforce your contracts. Taxation isn't an attack. It's a service fee. Steve Roth is acting like the public owes him a thank you note for the privilege of letting him build luxury towers that the average New Yorker can't even walk into. When the 1% starts equating fiscal policy to human rights violations, it shows they've run out of actual arguments. They know the system is rigged in their favor, and the moment anyone suggests a slightly more level playing field for the workers who actually do the heavy lifting, they cry persecution. Steve, New Yorkers don't hate you because you're rich. They're frustrated because you're comparing a tax on a $200 million penthouse to the history of racism. All while your wealth was built by underpaying the people who actually run the city. That's not just tone deaf. That's really rich, even for a billionaire. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is tax the rich a slur, or is it just common sense?